So I came up with a challenge for myself and a learning experience as well. Basically, I'm gonna try and do a normal B&B or what I would consider a B&B for Majin Vegeta at my normal cancel speed, and then I'll slow it down from there to try and show how much time you have between strings to like recognize if you're getting the right thing, kind of thing. I'm not sure exactly how to explain it, but I'm trying to just show that there's a lot of time in a lot of good stuns, like good stuns that give groggy state like that, or like this one. Stuns that have hits like that are really important, and that's generally the basis of how you start building your combos in Budokai. As a whole, not even just here, just as a whole for Budokai. You find those strings that give you the stuns that allow you to combo out of them. So these are the strings I'm planning to use. I'm just going to show them off here, and then you'll see how they interact with Goku over there. So I'm going to use RRS and cancel it. I'm going to use forward RRS and charge it through, because both hits, both this one and this one actually cause a stun. Then I'm going to use the special move specific to Majin Vegeta that causes a stun. Should be the last two hits. Those last couple hits are actually really good for causing stuns. And then it is back SR, which is a normal stun, and then back RRRS. This one. Then I'll end with S to cause a stun and then go into special move. So this is how it'll look at my speed. And then I'm going to try and make it as slow as I possibly can. I've been messing around to try and see how delayed I can make this, so I'm probably going to struggle with this a little bit, but hopefully it won't take too long. A bit too long. As you can see, I still did the exact same combo, and I had a lot of time. I had a lot of time to figure out both that it hit properly, that I got the cancel, and all of that, and then I'm going to go with a happy medium where I actually get the actual charges in between, just to show as another example, so that if you're not exactly sure when the cancel is, you can try and look for that lightning flash up at the top that you should see, especially in this one, where I let it charge completely through. And then I may have to do the special move into back SR a bit quickly. So rather than do back SR, I'll use back R because that's a bit quicker than that. So I'll show this again. In this case, I might actually be stuck. Okay, so I'm going to have to time that a little bit quicker. Alright, so I'll show this again. I actually don't have that timer. Yeah, that's really hard to do. So I caught myself in a rut in this case, in that I'm trying to use two strings that don't normally work well. They're both stuns, but timing them normally is actually hard. So if you do a key blast in between, it makes it a little bit easier, and that's just called key canceling, for instance. That's something that you can do with any button, as long as it hits on block or on hit. Back here, I can't do that. But up here, I can. Yeah. So, that's a nice little tidbit. Alright, let me go back to what I was doing. Still all did the same combo in that I used the same strings, I just simply changed the orders around. You can do that all the time. You can do that with this. All of these strings are all working the same way. So all I'm doing is just changing the orders around. in any order. All of these are doing the same strings, just in different orders. And as long as it all stuns, doesn't matter. You can just do it in whatever order you want, and as long as you're keeping a mental map of not using the same starter again, like for instance this one and this one, these two strings actually have the same starter. So if you don't block, yeah. These two strings have the same starter, and anytime you use the same starter, it'll cause a juggle like that. So the way you avoid that is trying to use different starters. If you notice, all of the ones that I mentioned actually have different directions to start with. There was RRS, forward RRS, back SR, back RRRS, and then S. All of these have different directions tied to them, and because of that, they all work intrinsically that way. So now I'm going to do the exact same combo I started with, which was RRS, forward RRS, charge through, special move, XR, RRS, S, special move, at my speed again, just to show again the kind of progression you can get to. With that, I think the small tidbit into figuring out what you're going for, I think it's probably okay. I don't really know if this is a good video or a bad video. I just kind of came up with a thought and tried to continue from there. Really don't know if this is this is all kind of off the dome, so if you could leave some suggestions as to how you thought that went, I would really appreciate it. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it was helpful. Hope it gives you an idea of just the general idea that you're trying to go for Budokai without being too specific. And I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.